right, welcome everybody to another show of Flyweight Connections. My name is Chris. I'm here with another show with my buddy Joe. Joe.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
All right, so today we actually have some special guests. I'm actually pretty excited about, only because I have kids and I have a daughter. Joe, you want to introduce our guest?
Yes, I'd like to introduce some of the women of Waterfowl, ambassadors of Tangle Free, Haley Hernandez and Chelsea Falcon. Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hey,
y'all look nervous. Don't worry, it's only going to be on every podcast platform and YouTube. So,
perfect.
Not the video though. The video would just be on YouTube. So,
that would be bad. We've been crabbing all day.
You're good. Hey, that's the life right there. That's what we're talking about outdoors. But so basically, the way I kind of just want to start off. So, as far as waterfowl, when did y'all actually start getting into the waterfowl community?
Who you want me to go first?
Yeah. Okay. Well, first, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Haley.
Haley, and then we have Chelsea. Okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Haley.
So, I guess I was probably about 14 years old. I am now 41.
I mean, I would have been okay with
my grandpa
37 or 27.
Yeah. 27.
But, yeah.
Come from just a long line of hunters, specifically waterfowl hunting. I used to go with my grandpa before high school down in Manchac, Louisiana, where we're from, and just kind of stuck up from there. It was something that I enjoyed doing, spending time with my grandpa. And that's kind of where I learned a lot of waterfowl hunting.
Okay, and you guys and Chelsea.
So I started duck hunting when I was 6 or 7. My dad really has been my inspiration. He's kind of threw me into it. First time I ever went, he kind of just shoved me to the wolves and was like, good luck. We hunt down in Pointe-aux-Chenes. That's where I kind of started hunting when I was little, and I've been hunting ever since. And now I'm 32, and I guess it's in my blood, just like Haley's,
Nice.
Just getting after it.
Yeah.
Live to do.
And both y'all from Louisiana, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're about 2 hours apart. So she's north of the lake.
I'm from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. The great metropolis area of Ponchatoula.
Yep. And I'm from Houma, Louisiana. I'm way down the bayou.
How'd y'all meet, through Tangle Free or?
Yeah, through Tangle Free and Instagram and Facebook, and it's amazing that I found such a great friend through waterfowl hunting and through being a part of a waterfowl company.
Yeah, and y'all just
like how we met. And one day I was just like, "Hey, do you want to go to the Worlds together?" Was that the first time we met?
Yeah, I think.
It's like, "Hey, you want to go to the Worlds in Arkansas?" And she was like, "I'm down." And I was like, "Come on." And
was that
the first time we ever met and loaded up in a truck and went to Arkansas.
Drove 7 hours together and didn't know each other.
And we've been like best friends ever since.
Yeah.
Was that in 2017 when I first met y'all as well?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time we went to Worlds as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure was.
What was that? Yeah.
A big stuck log.
All right,
it's all coming back to me now.
So for the new waterfowlers, what is Worlds?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so in Stuttgart, Arkansas, every year they have the World's waterfowl calling contest.
Okay.
And it's a big celebration there. People that are familiar with waterfowl hunting are pretty much like it's synonymous with Stuttgart. Mm-hmm. And we went there to work a booth together with Tangle Free. Did we work that year? Yeah, first year.
Did, yeah,
we did. And that was that our first time? Yeah, that was our first Worlds.
Nice.
So
nice.
It's a really big event, big celebration. A good fundraiser for the town.
Yep.
It's a really great time.
Yeah.
Nice. I definitely need to check that out. So.
Sure.
Yeah, like Joe said, I get one freebie, but I'm new to waterfowl, so a lot of stuff is my first season was last year, and I fell in love with it. So. And I'm not going to repeat myself because I think every show I've said the same thing. So,
okay, great.
But
get ready to be broke.
Oh yeah, trust me, he already knows. I think my wife doesn't like him right now.
Welcome
like,
to the
she
expensive hobby.
yeah, she goes, you need to stop hanging out with him. She thought golf was expensive, but
Yeah.
Oh
No,
no.
no.
yeah,
Wait.
but
Um,
yeah. So as far as so the waterfowl community, and I fell in love with it for multiple reasons. Kid friendly, stuff like that. So there is one thing I ask everybody, or I try to ask everybody: divers or puddle ducks? What's y'all's preference?
So I guess I'm Haley. I'll go. I'll say I probably, of course, grew up on puddle ducks, shooting wood ducks and mallards and teal. For the bulk of what I used to shoot when I was young. Things have changed, conditions have changed. It's gotten better. But I'm not someone that I guess I would have to say one or the other. I'm gonna shoot whatever I have.
Whatever's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all shoot coots?
Oh,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying, Joe. That's like five of our. That's like five of our guests.
Yeah.
If they're not flying, you better bag. You better bag the limit. I'm big in Delta waterfowl. I know what kids do to nesting sites, and so I'm like, take them all out.
Yeah, and so for me,
it's not first thing in the morning when birds are working, and I'm here blowing them. And somebody wants to blast on coots.
That's me.
But go ahead, Chelsea.
That's me, definitely. Yeah. So where I grew up hunting in Cornishan, I also hunt, the Atchafalaya Basin, or the wax is what we call it. I kind of grew up, I guess, both equally. I mean, we have everything. I mean, when I was young, like I can remember coming home with just straps of mallards and pintails, and obviously we have a lot of teal here, and what we call dogri, or which is a scaup. Yeah. So I mean, we call them dogris here.
What dogri?
It's French for grayback.
Yeah, which is a scaup. So I grew up and we killed a lot of mallards and pintail and lots of scaup, I guess is what y'all call them. We call them gray ducks as well.
I mean, you could call them whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what a scaup is.
A scaup, yeah.
You shot one. The bluebill you shot.
The bluebill.
The bluebill? Oh.
Yeah, that's a scaup. Yep. And so,
wait, a ringneck?
A ringneck.
But so we also killed a bunch of canvasbacks, redheads. I mean, we have kind of a wide variety down here, to be honest with you. But I mean, as I've gotten older, and I still hunt equally as much, but we've seen a lot less mallards. I can remember when I was little, just coming home with straps of mallards. It was ridiculous. And now I'll come home with straps of teal or gray duck, or we call them gray ducks, and another word for them is a gadwall. So it's mainly a lot of teal here and gadwalls here. But when I really hunt like the Atchafalaya Basin, we shoot more divers, more canvasbacks, more redheads, and so I guess it's just whatever area we choose to hunt here. So I guess I can't really choose one, because I kind of shoot equally both of them, to be honest.
Nice.
So,
so what do y'all like as far as like waterfowl? What's your favorite to eat or even make?
Teal birds and wood ducks.
Wood duck, nice.
All day long.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of eat them all.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of all of them. I don't,
you don't discriminate.
I'll eat coot.
I don't discriminate.
Hey, I'll eat coot too.
So we'll go back to the coot thing. So Joe just gave me, like, beginning of the season, it was kind of rough down in Lacassen just because they closed down. What is other parts they got over there? Hackberry and stuff. So it was a little rough for us. So I mean, if we didn't kill nothing, I was shooting coot, and
nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I thought it was good. I made some gravy out of it. It was good.
You ever seen a coot gizzard?
Oh yeah, it's as big as a golf ball.
Oh, I'm telling you what, you got to cut them and soak them and then fry them, honey.
Nice. I'm gonna try that next time. I'm just saying, I'll eat coot, but Joe's a prima donna over here, and Mr. California and his speckle bellies and stuff. So
I find it. I also find it funny that y'all call them coot, because where I'm from, we call them pudos.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Or a poodoo. It depends on how.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that too, poodoo and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess it's just a culture thing, because
Sure.
Yeah, sure, for sure. We actually have so every year where I'm from, around my area, we actually have an annual coot shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody kind of gathers around in this one lake, and when I'm telling you, it's like raining poodles. It's just there's not one left in the lake when everybody's done, and
yeah,
I'm talking like by the hundreds.
Yeah,
like
I haven't been invited to this.
it's a blast. You'll have to come.
What?
It's a good time.
Is it-
So I mean, when I'm telling you, yeah. There's just hundreds of them. They're just dead everywhere, and it's really fun because you can work your dog a lot on them. I mean, some people are like, my dog doesn't pick up coot, and I'm like, well,
my dog picks up anything that's dead.
Hey, true story. My dad's dog Tonto, growing up, would not pick up a merganser.
Yeah, that's weird. Some dogs are weird about that.
Would
stuff.
not pick up.
Well, actually, Gilbert shot a merganser.
Yeah.
And, I didn't know too much about it, but apparently it's
a little fishy.
I mean, I know what was Jason from Outdoors or whatever, cooking, whatever. Edible Outdoors. I mean, he has recipes for them, so I might try them. He said they're a challenge. What do you call it?
Culinary challenge.
Culinary challenge.
Yeah.
But apparently he makes it good, so I'm gonna get that recipe, and the next merganser I shoot, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah. Like they say, we'll pretty much kill and cook anything down here in the South.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's basically how I was, and then I shot the coot. I was like, "Oh, I'll eat it." He goes, "Okay." I mean, I eat squirrel and stuff like that, but
my papa, he cooks it's a poodoo oyster gumbo.
Oh,
and so that's kind of the thing is we go on the coot shoot and we kill a bunch of coot, come home, we clean them, and then after that, my grandpa he'll cook a poodoo oyster gumbo, and we'll all get together and just have a big hoorah at the house. So
yeah, I think that's like the only, I guess, trouble I had is working with seafood, because I grew up in Texas, but I grew up in North Texas. I didn't grow up by the Gulf. So we went to the Gulf maybe to like Galveston or something, and I mean, we fished, but it was nothing crazy. But everything we ate was all backwoods harvesting. But Joe definitely, he grew up by the coast, so he's definitely caught your dad's a guide, right, out there. So I mean, they catch all kinds of what I say deep sea fishing, but he says it's just saltwater.
It's saltwater.
saltwater.
But I mean, it's definitely a different lifestyle. I love the food. I love oysters. It's just hard to find them in my area, so I always got to drive more south. But I love my time in Louisiana. Food was good. Hunting was good. Fishing was good.
Good place.
Sportsman's paradise.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. Now, I'm a tax person, so I know what you guys pay in taxes. So I think I'll come back to Texas. But yeah, absolutely. So, as far as flyways, you guys hunted all type of flyways, correct?
I have.
She has a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've only hunted the Central Flatway.
Okay, and what's your favorite? Like, if I can ask, Chelsea.
So for me, I guess I'd have to say the Central Flyway because it's pretty much where I grew up, and I mean, I went to Maine and we hunted birds out there, and it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a blast. It was so but I guess just kind of hunting where the areas I'm used to. It'd have to be the Central Flyway for me.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm sorry. I want to branch out more into the.
Sorry, I'm opening.
For sure. I feel like
that was a soda I opened.
Yeah.
But go ahead. You want to branch out more?
Adult sodas.
Well,
yeah.
Rose Zodies.
Y'all trying to go to Cali, right, or something out there?
I want to go to California to shoot specs. That's on my list. Just because what is it there? Like 10 a day?
It's 10.
Yeah.
10 a day.
That's Joe's neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
10 specs a day.
And I want to get to Kansas. Really want to get to Kansas.
Do like a dry field hunt?
Did you see
Yes,
that?
I've never
No.
hunted a dry field. Never.
Well, let's just say we're not gonna put this on this video. But anyways, but yeah. So my big thing is I hear so many great things and about Arkansas, and I definitely want to hunt there. I think this year, hopefully, I'll get the opportunity if Joe's not messing with me. We'll hunt Arkansas this year. So
Yeah, we'll definitely get to you on Arkansas.
I'm excited about that. I'm probably gonna miss a lot of ducks, but but we'll see.
So the year that we went to Arkansas, was that y'all's first year hunting Arkansas or just going to Worlds?
No.
We've been prior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just went to Worlds for that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
What was y'all's favorite place to hunt in Arkansas?
So, several places for me. I've been up near Augusta, near.
I hunted with you in Augusta.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a friend that we went through a guide service one year, probably in 2015 or 16, and became really good friends with him. After that, we're still really good friends with him. And since then, we just kind of follow him around where he gets new leases each year.
Yeah. Stuttgart's fun though. Stuttgart's always fun. I mean,
Yeah.
That's always a kind of basic area, and then of course around that area is always fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been there. Chelsea's been hunting up north.
Yeah,
Missouri.
I kind of hunt everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot her past season.
Yeah.
Where she was.
Yeah, I've seen some of
No,
your stuff on Instagram. It's been wild.
Huh?
So your stuff on Instagram this year's been wild.
Oh yeah.
Just getting after it.
Yeah, just grinding, I guess.
Out of curiosity, you ever hunt in Texas?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because I need to get with you after this and find out some good spots. Because I never hunted in Texas. My first waterfowl hunt was in Louisiana, and I loved it. And trying to find it here is, I found some good
There's a lot
spots.
of great spots in Texas.
He's North
Yeah.
Texas.
Well,
Yeah,
I found there's
yeah.
Lake Texarkana has a waterfowl God, what's it called? Kind of like Lackison.
Reservation.
Oh, yeah.
Refuge.
So refuge. So I'm gonna go out there and hunt this year there. So, but I'll actually be down in Louisiana this year as well, doing a teal hunt with Joe over here. So
Oh yeah.
I'll be down there this teal season. And then you guys, both of y'all guide as well?
I don't guide.
Oh no, indeed not. No.
Oh no, indeed.
I wish I did. I
Yeah.
wish I did, to be honest.
I'm not that cool.
And what's the reason? Just because you're not that cool, or because
No.
of time, or
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't consider myself anywhere probably on that level. I think that guides are good guides, at least. You're literally living it day and night. You're spending a lot of time out there. You are, out there scouting constantly. People are paying you money. Like you need to. You need to be on the birds the best of your ability. Sorry.
No, you're good.
On my phone. I don't know. Like I said, I've been hunting 20 something years, but
Yeah.
it's not guidance. Probably never anything that ever crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you just love it just to do it. You go out there.
Yeah, love it.
Get
Just to do
after
it.
it. Nice.
I don't think I would want the pressure.
stress.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel it's pretty stressful, and I would love to do it, to be honest. I'm single. I don't have any children, so I can kind of be a gypsy, I guess. But
Good for you.
I kind of got back in school, and I'm doing the whole school thing. So I'm just trying to finish up with that, and then who knows,
Yeah.
I never really like to stay in one place anyway. So
Hey,
who knows what
that's
happens.
good.
So when you hunted in North Dakota, I've seen some of the pictures you're posting. For a lot of people that don't know, like my first love was pheasant hunting.
Yeah.
How'd you like pheasant hunting comparing it to duck hunting?
What about that?
Yeah, so we actually, my friend Christy, so her and I actually met over Instagram. We've become super close friends, and we kind of started, so she lives up in Missouri, and we started out turkey hunting together. And so every year we do an annual girls turkey hunt. and we go up to her farm and we turkey hunt together. Well, she started getting real big into the German short hair pointers. And she trained her dogs, and she was like, come on, let's go on an all girls hunt and let's go hunt some pheasant. I was like, okay, cool. So her and I and a couple of other ladies, we all met up there, and we kind of did it on our own, kind of DIY and DIY really.
DIY.
DIY,
Joe actually did that earlier. He did that earlier.
So we kind of went out there and we kind of just hunted public land and worked her dogs, and we shot a good bit of pheasants, and we had a good time. It was really fun. I'd do it again. There's some fast little birds.
Yeah, they are.
Isn't that your first time pheasant hunting?
Yeah, that was my first time pheasant hunting, and it was a really neat experience. And I think Christy's been back a couple times since, and she has a really good time doing it. And I'm pretty sure we'll have another all girls hunt again for pheasant.
I want to do it. Do it. I'm curious to see how I would like it, because I hear mixed reviews. Like, I guess when you've grown up waterfowl hunting, and then I hear it's a lot of walking.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking.
Now look, I've hunted public land my whole life, and I've done a lot of walking, but not like that.
So with me, I'm kind of used to walking the swamp around here in the marsh and stuff, and but I mean, I guess just being at a higher elevation, it totally changes things too. And I mean, we walked. I mean, Christy and I walked in
miles.
I mean, we just walked all day long. I mean, we did well, but I mean, we walked and we walked some more.
Yeah, I think so. Growing up, the only birds we really shot up here. Well, there was waterfowl hunters, but it's mostly I guess deer, but the birds was turkey. There was a lot of pheasant. I didn't really pheasant hunt. Joe actually told me about it. He said he loved pheasant. He loves the way it tastes. And dove hunting. So I have dove hunted before. So, but I definitely want to get some pheasant hunting down. I actually told Joe there's a pheasant hunt, just strictly pheasant hunting and dove hunting up here, and it's in the border, Oklahoma and Texas. So I'm gonna go down there and try to check it out.
Have a good time. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, when those birds flush and you hear that,
kind of scares you a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, whoa, and then you're like, oh gosh, I have to shoot that thing.
Yeah, they're coming at you. Yeah, like they're just coming up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say they're faster than the redheads, the canvasback?
Nah.
Not
really.
You say they're harder to shoot because they're smaller, or?
No, I mean they're kind of a big bird, but I mean they're bigger than a teal. I mean, they're not.
It's got them long feathers.
It's kind of like it's the surprise effect. They just come out of nowhere and they just flush up, and then you're just like, what? First of all, you're like, well, what just happened? And then you're like, wait, I have to shoot that. And then it's just kind of a surprise element kind of thing, because you don't know when they're fixing to flush up.
Yeah, I gotta get with
legs all over the place.
Hunt, but definitely that was actually. So, I got a couple more things, and then we'll kind of just talk. But as far as what you guys shoot, because I'm always curious what y'all shoot. What type of shotgun, type of shells y'all usually shoot?
So I'm using a Super Black Eagle 3 now.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's what I want, but
I'm not I've been shooting it for 3 seasons now, right? Maybe 3 seasons now. Which this past season I didn't shoot. I didn't hunt one day. Oh, shame on me.
Why is that?
Just had way too much going on.
Yeah.
A lot with work. A lot with the COVID.
Yeah.
Not honestly, that didn't have, I guess, anything to do with me, but just
life.
Life. Yeah, life.
Yeah, I get it.
Due to it, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, Super Black Eagle 3, and I've really been digging Boss shot cells since shot.
Nice.
They came out. Big fan, really big fan.
Yeah. You use
I patterned them myself,
mm-hmm.
and was just getting the results that I wanted.
Nice. And you use a choke with it, or just stock?
Yeah,
choke?
I use a modified.
Okay, nice. You use a stock modified choke?
Yeah. Just
Okay, nice.
Oh, I have a Jebs.
Nice.
Jebs I have. I don't even remember which Jebs I have, but yeah, I shoot a.
It's the Jebs.
The high flyer.
And Chelsea, what do you shoot?
So I have an M2, a Benelli M2. I just love that gun. It's a great gun.
Yeah.
I also have I have an A5 and I also have an SX4. So kind of all over the place, but I have a few shotguns, but I mainly kind of shoot my M2. And as far as shells go, I shoot Bosch shells as well.
Nice.
To be honest, if I kind of hunt a little bit, so whatever shells are at the bottom of my bag,
you just grab.
Honest with you, like some of my friends, they make fun of me because I just like after a hunt's done and the box is destroyed, I just put them in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
So
you $9 Winchester.
You never know. You never know
what you're grabbing.
Pull out that Ziploc bag. You're just look. I don't have time. As long as it shoots, I'm great.
You sound like Joe.
Kind of whatever comes out of my little Ziploc bag, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, because mine actually does the same thing. I had in my blind bag, I have a Drake blind bag, and I don't know why I thought it was waterproof. I was like, oh yeah, it's waterproof. I threw it in the water. He's like, it's water resistant, guy. I was like, oh yeah, it is. And the box was all wet. I was like, shells were everywhere. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it in there and just grab shells or whatever I had. I had Boss. I feel guilty of this, but I had steel and I had a couple other bismuth, like Kent bismuth and stuff like that. So whatever shells I had, I think one time I even put my son's 20 gauge shotgun shell in there. It was my 12 gauge. I was like, oh, but yeah. So I do the same thing. I wish I was a little bit more coordinated with that, or a little bit more organized. I guess organized. Joe's looks pretty organized.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not really picky, to be honest. I just kind of
whatever kills a bird.
I'm super like go with the flow, kind of chill. Just I'm just down for whatever, really.
Whatever happens.
Whatever comes out of my Ziploc bag, I'm good.
Yeah, I love the Boss, but the only thing about the Boss is you get like halfway into the season, it's like, well, I'm not gonna order another case. I gotta wait 3 weeks to go. Or I can just go down to Walmart or
that's why you order. That's why you order that. What is it, like 200, 300 some shells? So you order like 5 of those, and you get that cool little bag that they give you.
Yeah, the Boss is worth it though.
I didn't order any of this. I didn't order these last season, so get the cool little bag.
Okay, nice.
I still have. I don't know. I ordered a case and I had a case and I still have a lot left. That's kind of sad. Either that or I'm just a really good shot.
we'll go with a real good shot.
We'll just leave it as a good shot. So waterfowl. Okay, we know y'all waterfowl. Y'all do any other type of hunting besides when it comes to birds? Y'all big game or squirrel hunting? I'm sure y'all do, coming from Louisiana.
Oh yeah, probably the whitetail hunting has probably interfered with my waterfowl hunting probably the past 2 seasons more. I feel like I actually spent way more time whitetail hunting than I did waterfowl hunting. Yeah. And my dad and I, we hunt in Missouri. We hunt home here in Louisiana. We have a camp up in central Louisiana. And just spent a lot of time focusing on that. I love turkey hunting. I didn't get to go this past year because of COVID. I love turkey hunting. It's I'm gonna tell you what, it's a tight race for me between that and waterfowl hunting. Nice. And I only say waterfowl hunting I like more because I've just done it longer, and that's the God's honest truth.
Yeah.
I love turkey hunting.
When you whitetail, do you bow or?
So I do have a bow. I won't say that I use it much. I've used it several times whitetail hunting. I've never killed a deer with my bow. So it's mostly just rifle hunting for me.
Nice. And Chelsea?
My dad and I actually doubled up on bucks one morning this past season. So it was
nice.
a great day for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, within like 30 minutes.
It's almost, to me, it's almost worth it. Like, I was happy with just getting one, big buck down. You know what I mean? Like, because you have the meat, you have all this meat saved, and I'm pretty much done for the season. So then I just kind of focus on waterfowl and stuff. So
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Sure.
But I will say this past year, I didn't kill nothing, especially with all the hurricanes being in Leesville, Fort Polk area.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. I had a hunting lease down in Anacoco, and it was just bad. There's nothing but hogs out there, and I had a bow, and so
you gotta start shooting them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
you pretty much did stop shooting or deer hunting and strictly duck hunting this year.
Well,
too.
yeah. Once he took me out that first time, I was like, man, this was fun. Like, even though we were sweating, dragging, I felt like I was doing like sled drags in the military. Just like and Joe, when he goes out, he takes everything. He takes everything. Everything you need to waterfowl, he has everything. He has a blind. He has a trauma kit. He has everything. He has extra seats. He has extra decoys. He has decoys that he doesn't even use. He has decoys that like everything. I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, it was fun. It was worth it. I loved it. I was sweating afterward. I think we went to where did we go? We went to I know we went to Lacassine. Where we go after
the first
that?
time was out there in Budnick's.
Yeah, but where we go eat at? Was it the po' boy place? The only reason I'm saying it because after I was like, man, I have to get some on my belly. I was hungry. I needed a beer and I needed some meat. It was that po' boy place. Was it Daryl's?
Yeah,
it was Daryl's. Yeah, it was good. I definitely recommend it. Have you ever been to Daryl's?
I have not.
Nope.
But,
yeah, I definitely recommend it.
To tell the truth, was it really the waterfowl hunting, or was it just really South Louisiana food after that hooked you?
I will say that is one thing I did fall in love, and I fell in love with waterfowl. The food down there, and I think my wife did especially more because she doesn't really like spicy food. So, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna sound like but you guys never heard me say this, but Texas spicy food is definitely different from Louisiana spicy food. There's definitely a lot more taste. Texas is just
burn your tongue.
Spicy, burn your tongue, and yeah. But I'm not saying I don't like it. I still love the spicy food, but she definitely loved it more just because she got the
flavor.
Taste. Yeah, she got the flavor out of it.
Yeah.
And I found out that Cajuns weren't that different from Texans. Just get drunk and eat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we're super nice. We love everybody, and the more we drink, the more we love everybody.
Yeah,
I saw that. Become a lot more friendly. The Mir people, Mir, come here.
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Come see.
Come see.
Come here.
Come see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely have fun. I definitely love the food. I'm definitely gonna go back. I would move there if I'm sorry. If I didn't love Texas that much, so.
No, everybody I know from Texas is
Loves
like,
Texas.
And look, I get it. Y'all are your own country, really.
Yeah, but I love it.
I don't get it. I've been there. I just don't get it.
It's because he's from California.
I've been there long enough.
He's from California and he eats In and Out. So let's not stay there.
Good.
All right, In and Out and their what do you guys have, like papered straws now or something like that?
I mean, I don't claim all of them.
Paper straws are a big deal.
Huh?
I have a bar trailer and I use them in my bar business.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he actually said you had one. I was like, yeah, that's pretty neat because I was actually he was based in Tennessee and Nashville. They have a lot of those. That's pretty cool. I like that. But so as far as the bar business, what do you do? You just kind of like rent out a truck or something?
Yeah, basically. I have a horse trailer and I converted it. It was a double horse trailer and I converted it to a mobile bar. And it has a draft system in it. We come serve cocktails, any private event you want. You're just paying for a bartending service and we just come bartend your events for you.
Yo, we got to do that one. If we ever do that hunt with Jason and the cooking show, we got to get her kind of invite y'all too and have so we're going to have we want to do like a big hunt waterfowl hunt, have Jason from Edible Outdoors cook for us, and then have some drinks, and
and I can pair the cocktails perfectly.
Yeah, you could do that, and Joe can sing karaoke.
I love karaoke.
Yeah, sing some.
So what I don't, it's like if you have a constant bar at your house, do you keep the trailer at the house?
Technically, I actually store it.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Because we're about to build a house, so currently it's out of storage. But yeah.
Chelsea's looking at you like. Chelsea's looking at you like, we just opened it.
It was open for business.
Yeah, we just opened it. Yep.
Nice.
I should have pulled it down here today.
Yeah. It's been fun.
But yeah, we definitely. I mean, that's something we definitely need to do if we rent your. Actually, I'm curious of what it looks like too. So.
It's really nice.
It's cute. You can look at it on Instagram. Cute. It's the perfect pour bar.
The perfect pour bar. Nice name.
Instagram.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm throwing in some free advertisement there.
Oh, go ahead and get it.
Hey, you get it.
Get it.
But
sponsored by the Perfect Pour Bar.
Oh, and before we forget, like, I mean, 90% of our viewers are from France or somehow.
France?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We have.
Cool.
So I was telling him, because I guess I'm the nerd behind all this. I do all the electronic stuff, and you just muted me, and I can't hear you, and they're gone.
We're going?
Hold on. Did we
You're
get
there.
something?
Yeah, y'all turned it around. I see some chocolate bunnies.
Oh. Are we back?
Nope, chocolate bunnies.
You turned it marshmallow chocolate bunnies.
All right.
Y'all good? Y'all back?
We're back. Okay.
Okay.
Back.
But yeah, I was telling him, and we kind of see who views our stuff. Are you still?
We're still
there.
here. We just did something, and now we
don't
only see Joe.
Hold on. We're trying
People
to get
kept texting or something. I was like, go away.
I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
We're here though.
Kate Spade, New York.
Are we back yet?
Are we back?
Yeah, you guys are back.
Okay.
We can see y'all. Can y'all see us?
We can see Joe. We can't see you though.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, that's fine. You don't need to see me. My voice sounds better than the way I look. But anyways, so now I lost my train of thought with all that chocolate marshmallow and stuff. No, but y'all good. There is one thing I did want to ask, and it was just something that, and I know, especially with society nowadays, I don't like to ask this because I don't want to I don't want there to be a divide, but we can't deny that there is young women out there who look up to y'all. Like, especially my daughter, she fell in love with some of the pictures, and like, oh, I want to do that, And it's inspiring because when we were kids, I didn't want to be the Pink Ranger. I wanted to be like a Red Ranger or something. Hey, I'm sure y'all wanted to be I hope y'all wanted to be a Pink Ranger, Yellow Ranger. I don't know. Or y'all didn't want to be, or you were more of a Voltron or Thundercats.
Yes, Thundercats. That was me. So I'm old, okay? I'm 41, so it was Voltron for me.
Yeah, Voltron and Thundercats. Yeah.
And G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And for me, my mom made me play outside, so
me too.
Well, yeah, but outside. You had to play outside, but the only times you could see cartoons was Saturday morning.
Yeah,
you're the same age as I am.
Yeah.
I was born, you were what, 88, 87?
88, yep.
Yeah, so I'm 87, so Joe's, I think, like, what are you, 72?
85. Oh, 72.
So we're all kind of around the same age. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying is, like, I tell my kids they can't have tablet time. They go outside.
Yeah, same thing with my daughter.
Like, you go outside, you go outside, go play. My son, I'll practice with him football, baseball, and stuff. So, which I respect, and I'm glad that y'all do that. So, but
for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. So, I guess that was the reason I was asking, like, how. I don't want to say as important, but it is important to young girls that are watching hunt. I mean, does that make y'all feel a certain way, or?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like, my daughter's 9, and she's been coming to the blind with me now since she was 4. She was literally almost 5, like a month away from being 5. And I always made it a point to make sure that she was completely comfortable. Like, I made sure she had warm clothes, that she had stuff to keep her occupied. Because, of course, she's not shooting at that point. She's still not. She's learning now. But it was just, it's the, I think the thing about waterfowl hunting to me is the camaraderie and the socialization aspect of it. We're able to, sit in a blind or wherever it is that we're hunting, and we can talk, we can cook breakfast, we can eat, we can worship if we choose to. We can spend time with our closest friends and family. Absolutely. And at the same time, practice being able to kill animals and provide for our family and help with conservation. So it's important to me that my kid learns that from me, the way that I learned it from my grandfather and my dad. So yeah, and not to people think that it's just something that men need to go do, that women can do it too. Absolutely. And can have just as much fun as they can.
Yeah, and even do better than just somebody like Joe. So
every show he likes to pick on me.
Hey, so who's the better shot?
Joe does such a great job with his voice. I mean, he's a perfect example of someone like that. And a lot of times, in situations, maybe, someone gets with someone, a wife or whatever, and they didn't hunt. It's great when they can bring their wife in and introduce them to that, and their wife love it. And then bring their children with them, or,
I think even for just friends and families and even people you meet, and like Joe did, like, I mean, I wasn't a waterfowl hunter, but he took me out. Hey, man, just try it out. And I kind of like went out there, whatever, man. Yeah, I was like, whatever, man, I'll go out, whatever. And boom, I think that morning back, we rode back and I was buying stuff online. I was ordering stuff. I bought his shotgun. I got waders, and I was like, I was.
Oh, you dove.
You were like,
he dove straight in.
He just dove.
Let's just say. Let's just say my wife told me I was
into it.
That was pretty bad.
Like with Haley, last year we went on that Vow and Honor hunt where you kind of helped mentor a young lady last year with me.
Oh man, that was so great.
Yeah,
that was so great. I might get sentimental, might get emotional. That was awesome.
Yeah,
let's not do that. Take a shot.
Yeah. But even that little girl, it's something. I talked to her dad. I mean, you brought your daughter with us and everything. I mean, that's something her and her dad literally talked to me about last week. Like,
I know, that's so great.
Yeah.
And she had so much fun. And she shot a bird.
She shot.
Yeah,
that's good.
At least she shot a bird. I didn't shoot nothing my first time.
Yeah, she shot a bird. We made sure she shot a bird.
Yeah.
I wish Joe would
do it. My daughter's been hunting with me for years, shooting a red whiter, and she was shooting birds.
Yeah.
We made sure she knew she was shooting birds. And that's important.
Yeah, you gotta include them for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't, especially with kids, if you don't really include them, they kind of get bored with it and they don't really see the fun in it. So I mean, you can hand them a little red rider and be like, "Dang, you nailed that bird,"
Yeah.
That's
what matters.
Yeah, with my youngest, I started him shooting a lot sooner than I did my oldest boy. We got him a little break action 410.
Yeah.
And I mean, he shot his first little teal. I mean, he water squatted it during September teal season. That was.
No, water squatting them.
Oh no, I'm all about it. But something like simple like that triggered him to where now he's competing in contests. He's shooting better than I am sometimes. And,
that's what, when I was younger, that's what I started out with. I started out with a little crack barrel 410 and my little one shell at a time. Mm-hmm. And, eventually I just kind of went to 20 gauge and I shoot a 12 gauge now. But I mean, these old shoulders, I'm about to start. These old shoulders.
Some 3.5 to wear it out.
They be kicking.
Yeah.
But
you see a lot of people on 28 gauge and stuff now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll shoot a 20 gauge. I'm not afraid.
Yeah. Well, you see grown people using 410s now just as a sport because they want to.
Oh, for sure.
Get it out at Challenger or whatever. But
it is.
I mean, I hunted So I hunted Michigan, and I was knocking down big honkers with a 20 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, your show.
Whatever.
More than yeah.
With whatever shells you can grab out of your bag.
Out of my Ziploc, you're right.
Yeah, Ziploc.
Out of my Ziploc bag, you're right.
Yeah.
Nice. So, I pretty much ain't got nothing left.
I got one question before we end it, because I'm a nerd. What do y'all have in your lanyards? What calls y'all use?
Okay, well, I feel like this is a loaded question because he's the reason why my lanyard's stacked the way it is right now, actually. So I met Joe several years ago in Arkansas with Valor and Honor Outdoors, and had no idea who these people were. This nice gentleman comes out and gives my daughter her first duck call. Okay, so she puts it. We get her a lanyard. We go to Mac the next day, get her a lanyard. She puts it on there. So later, my fiance is like, "Do you realize what your daughter has on her lanyard?" And I'm like, "No, what is it?" He's like, "That's a RM custom call." And I'm like, "Okay," like I had no idea. So since then, my lanyard's full with RM custom calls. It's all I blow. My daughter, I took hers, pick it up. It's for me, it's been the best fitting call for me personally. I'm not a great waterfowl hunter by any means. I may not even be a good one.
Yeah.
But I try.
Yeah, you're better than me, I tell you that much.
But,
I mean, that's not hard. I mean, you're pretty good at the whistle, man.
Do what we gotta do.
I do what I gotta do.
I'll kill some coots,
of course, I have a couple RNTs, but I run RM custom calls.
Yeah.
And
same, to be honest, kind of same for me. I mean, she just asked me to be her bridesmaid. No big deal. No big deal.
Oh, tell them how.
She actually brought me this really nice box with my name on it, and I opened up this box, and there was a custom
RM custom.
Man, there was an RM custom call. It was white, and it said, Haley and Brandon's wedding, had their date on it, and it said, like, will you be my bridesmaid on it? So, I mean,
it's a fancy call.
It's fancy.
Are we gonna announce
Are
we gonna announce the wedding on the show? Let's just get your wedding packed.
Yeah, it's March 12th, 2022, and I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Joe, we gotta make a trip down there. Get to the wedding.
Absolutely.
That'd be fun. That'd be a good time.
Yeah, I'll smoke a brisket or something.
Hey, bring your mom and them because we're gonna pass a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But and then you said you run our. Can we? Okay, this is out of curiosity, maybe even for the listeners. Can we hear y'all duck call?
We don't even have one. I don't even have one.
We don't even have them with us.
Wow.
We actually went crabbing this morning, and we caught a good mess of crabs, and we're kind of out of boil, so we're kind of boiling crabs right now and chatting with you guys. So we kind of really don't have them with us. So
we can come back later. Maybe we can revisit it.
Let me tell you this: Joe doesn't go anywhere without his calls. He's calling his truck. It's almost to a point where I'm like, man, just shut up.
Yeah, I'm a nerd about it.
Give me some lessons.
He was actually calling before I actually called y'all.
I need him to give me some lessons.
I've been trying to get him to give me lessons. I still sound like what was it, the penguin from Happy Feet?
Hey, I will say this though, and this is a big thing I feel with people too. You don't have to know how to call a duck to kill a duck.
Oh no.
Absolutely not. Like I probably didn't start calling till I don't know, like or trying to attempt to call to maybe like 8-9 years ago. Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad my
daughter probably never picked up a call before that.
Yeah, I'm just glad my daughter's into it because now I could just tell her, hey, let's go duck hunting.
Sure, that's awesome though. Yeah.
I could just blow the whistle and shoot. I tried to get my. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I tried to get my son, but he's like, Dad, I just want to kill ducks. I was like,
absolutely. That's all it should be about. That's all it should be about.
Y'all could just travel the whole country and just duck hunt all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, nice. But I got nothing else. Joe, you got anything?
I'm good.
Hey, I really enjoyed this show with y'all. The next time we get y'all better have your lanyards because I actually kind of want to hear.
We will. We'll work
And
on it.
don't worry, Joe.
No pressure, huh? No pressure.
No.
No pressure.
I'll tell you what. If you call, you can hear me call, and then we'll see who's pretty bad.
Let's do that.
Just make sure you got like earplugs.
Earplugs.
Yeah. And the listeners too. Make sure you guys like skip through that part where I'm calling because it's bad. Even lower the radio or whatever. But but if like always, I want to thank y'all for coming on the show. As far as reaching y'all, they can reach y'all both on Instagram, or if viewers want to see y'all on Instagram.
Absolutely.
What's the Instagram?
So my Instagram it's HALEY Denise DENISE H. So Haley Denise H.
And mine is Chelsea. Mine is C Falcon 88. Falcon like the bird. Just CFALCON 88. And you can find us there.
Yeah, hit us up. We'd love to chat with you.
A lot of times we're pretty much together and doing hot girl things. I had to throw it in there. Okay? Doing hot girl things.
Hey, well, hopefully we actually get to see y'all get a hunt together or some. I don't know, maybe we can get some big with Joe. Joe's kind of like the big wig here with the.
I ain't nothing. No, I'm not.
getting everything connected. It was nice meeting y'all. Hopefully we get a hunt in.
I look forward to meeting you at my wedding.
I'm always getting travel.
Hey.
So look,
I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. Hey, you come to Texas, we go duck hunting. You show me where to go.
I've hunted Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. I mean Alabama. I've hunted Florida, Missouri, Tennessee, Michigan. All over the damn place. Montana, nice. Wyoming, Colorado,
Argentina,
Maine. No, I'm gonna make it to Argentina though.
Yeah, that's like I found out every waterfowl's dream just to get down there.
Yeah, I tried to convince Brandon that we need to do that for our honeymoon.
That would have been great.
I'm trying.
So I hunted. It was a really good hunt. I hunted Maine. I went up to Maine for like 10 days, and we hunted out there. And so I've been hunting, kind of been grinding my whole entire life. But I shot my first banded bird up there in Maine, and I shot a banded black duck.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Who does that?
First bird of the morning, and shot a banded black duck. I was so excited. I shot a golden eye up there. Just nice. Eiders and eiders and scoters and squaws, and I have I think I have like six birds left to kill of the 41. So.
Oh dang, that's actually pretty impressive.
She's a boss.
Yeah, she is.
You don't know.
I'll be doing it.
Yeah, she's getting it done.
Not bragging.
I have at the current moment I have 13 birds at the taxidermist.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's gonna love me or my paycheck, one of the two. It's real. Look, I'm just telling you, duck hunting is not just killing ducks. I mean, it is, but the taxidermy bill is terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I mean,
had a pretty big one this year as well.
It's a good time, and next year I plan to. Well, this coming season, I'm hoping to knock a couple sandhill cranes out with my dad, and we'll probably venture out to either North Texas or Oklahoma, and I actually have my cousin just moved to Washington.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to maybe go knock a cinnamon teal out there, and
we had one this year coming to the decoy.
Yeah.
So
Louisiana
ran off.
No way, really?
Yeah.
They're far between.
I missed.
They banded one here a couple weeks ago.
Did they? Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah. But the dream hunt is the old king out there. So I'll eventually get out to those islands and kill a king.
I'm not going there. I'm not gonna kill one.
I'm gonna kill one. I'm gonna kill a king eider. That's what's gonna happen.
I'll be done throwed up everywhere.
No.
I can barely go fishing in March without throwing up.
I'm hoping like the next 3-4 years I'll have one on the old belt strap or at the taxidermy, along with the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to even take a bird to the taxidermist. I think I talked to him on the phone and that was it.
You'll get one soon.
You will.
I mean, I killed birds, but I don't know. I'm not much of a taxidermist person. I kind of just eat it. But
you'll know when it's the good. You'll know when it's the one that needs to go.
I'll definitely do that this season. But
got all kinds of stuff over there. Poor guy.
But yeah, when you come up to North Texas, I definitely got to hit you up and get a hunt in with you or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe show y'all around or whatever, whoever you come with. Let y'all know.
That'd be great. That'd be fun. It'd be a good time.
Show y'all around stockyards, see the cattle drive.
Are you close by there? Because I've been trying to get there.
Yeah, I'm like 30 minutes away, 15 minutes away.
Yes. I've been trying to get there.
So take y'all. I told Joe to take him and the kids cattle drive. I mean, it's good. Go to stockyards. I just told him I got to get him some boots and I got a hat he could buy. I got a hat he could borrow.
No,
I got a Stetson. I got a Stetson.
Yeah, I actually ride horses and run barrels.
She's a rodeoer.
Oh, nice.
I do rodeo as well.
That's crazy because my youngest daughter wants to do that. My 6-year-old, and I'm gonna start her this year.
Better.
And she, I have a buddy here who does that. But she's doing the horse riding lesson thing first, and she wants to do it. And they have Billy Bob's here and the Stockyard Rodeo here. So
let her do it. It's fun. It's a blast.
Yeah, you guys. Hey, if you guys ever come up, I'll show y'all around Stockyards. You and your husband come down. Your kids. I mean, more than welcome. You guys can stay with us and have fun.
Dog.
Bring your dog. I got a dog too. You can bring your dog because I told Joe I just got a lab and.
So you really did dive deep.
Oh
yeah.
Deep. Yeah. You went all in it. Yeah.
Not even playing.
Gun, waiters, and a dog. I mean, you're good.
I bought RMT calls.
Listen, you know what you need? Let me tell you something. Get you a couple coot decoys. Some good old confidence birds.
Yeah, them
that's all you need.
You need them blow up coots.
Throw you some confidence decoys out there and kill them every time.
Yeah, I'll do that definitely. But Joe, you got anything?
I'm good.
Y'all have anything before we go?
No, we're good.
Sure.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Oh no, it was fun.
On the show.
Hey, I want to thank everybody out there listening to us, Valor Honor Outdoors. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank these two beautiful ladies for coming on the show. And I want to thank all the service members, first responders out there who are listening to us. Like, if you guys ever need anything, hey, Haley and Chelsea are always there if you guys need something. I know Joe with Valor Honor, reach out to him. You can reach out to me, reach out to Flyway Connections through social media or email. And like always, y'all have a good one.